All right, now we're jumping straight into the drafting phase here. And so far, Red side has been looking pretty strong here, Trex.
Yeah. Possible rumors to counter the Fanny if ever it does show up, but oh, they banned
Time to try to beat a flash.
They drop it
Even
out.
the joy.
They ban it out. Suyo open right now. It's been one of the most popular pick ones of today, at least. And I think that could just be the lock on.
Yeah.
Bruno's open too.
One Shot's had a great job on it. So
Bruno is open too.
do we see Hiko
Finally?
What's more important though, because I feel like Bruno has been getting dealt with.
Yeah,
but
I
the
agree.
Suyo,
Yeah.
you can build around the Suyo. The Bruno's a bit more like if you don't have a decent jungler, your Bruno doesn't matter.
So is it going to be the Suyo here for Team Spirit?
They're taking the time.
Yeah.
High loss.
They're thinking about it, definitely thinking about it, but they go for the Suyo, alright, so...
Then Bruno to TLID.
And then-
cheeky Bruno.
there's
And
the-
then Team Spirit just picks up the Granger.
Yeah, they have the Cho, they have the high loss too.
I think Team Spirit is really confident in the counterplay against Bruno.
Yeah.
So will they? This is Aaron we're talking about though. I think he has a lot to
Lord
bring out.
Aaron.
Oh my! It's not the high loss. It's not the Cho. It's the glue immediately.
And it's a nice steal from, it is a very good steal from
Yes.
Kid Mamba because that's been his go-to throughout all of Wildcard. So I think it's literally one of the only heroes he played during Wildcard. So now now we get to see him forced into something else. So I think really good drafting from St. Dela Cruz there. Bruno also in. Team Spirit, do they lock in the Granger
St.
immediately?
Lucas, by the way.
Sorry, I would fall there.
It's all right.
My line's on St. Del.
Yeah. I should not have called you out.
It's okay.
I just heard it. I was like, that doesn't sound right. I should not have called. It's been a long day. We've been here since 1 p.m. Ergo.
1 p.m.,
We've been here since 1 p.m.
We got 3 more games to go. Pop.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna go for the mage here.
Where's the Gracer?
Oh no. So does Yehez? It's okay. So if it's Yehezkiel, I'm not sure anymore. Like honestly, Yehezkiel can just pull off a surprise
Louis?
hit anytime he wants. But yeah, actually.
Or they go jungle right
Eve's
here.
still open. Yeah. Alpha straight away.
Alpha straight away, or
Because-
they try to pull a
but Eve's
RQ
still
and like
there.
last pick in a sap.
Yeah,
right?
the Eve's still available too for Team Spirit. So would they want to go for it?
Alpha.
Oh, so they still go for the Alpha.
I feel like Yeve's not even prio anymore. Like it's good,
But
it's
we-
not always prio anymore.
Yeah, but we saw that Eve is still good.
Yeah, still good. Very
Still
good
strong.
today.
Yeah.
But a lot of teams are willing to like.
Okay, Eve is the guy or girl, probably genderless.
It's an alien, I think.
Right? It's an alien. So, okay. Eve is the type of alien that plays Monkey Chess Go Go.
Oh!
And you know the macro of those players.
Yeah. Big macros.
We're-
just like
we're just
player.
going-
It's a
we're
long
going
day.
everywhere. Yeah, you gotta understand. We've been here since. But anyway.
Sicilian band.
Okay.
Sicilian band.
So now, honestly, if they do consider the Eve though that we were talking about, the Valentina is also still available. So like, Team Spirit could also have it for themselves.
Wait, let's consider this. This is actually quite a good Sicilian band here because just in case if the Granger doesn't work out well, which it's a it should.
You have late game possibility, right?
So they're, yeah, I wonder if, because it's still idea, I always consider, what if they want to go crazy something like
Yeah.
Xavier again, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just outrage the Granger.
Which is why.
Right? They ban out the Sicilian. And they themselves need some kind of long range.
What do they pick for long range? Who's the team? Who picked up the Xavier? Was
It was
TLID,
TLID,
right?
yeah, it was
They were
TLID.
the
Yeah, yeah,
big
yeah.
guy, right?
It was them. It was them.
Like, dude, the
And they
far
won
side's on the
that
table.
was against Aurora.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat Aurora
Why did
with
you
the,
have?
with the
Why,
Xavier.
why did you look at me?
I'm just pointing out facts.
He pointed out facts while looking at you. That was a bit sus, I gotta say.
You're my
Right?
co-caster.
Right? Oh, but they're yeah, I think those mages who would do well in the early stages too are kind of out of the picture right now, at least for Sunset Lovers. So Team Spirit, what do they want to take out here? If they're focusing on like the possible roamers, there's a
Katat's still open. They can ban out Katat.
Tigreal,
They can ban out the Tig.
the Tigreal.
Yeah, I feel like the Tigreal will not be fun for the Suyo. Like everyone else might be okay, but the Suyo won't have a good time. I mean, the Cho, we've seen Cho can handle the Suyo quite well.
I think it takes a wonderful.
Tiggs or
pick.
I thought it would be fine.
Figure got out. Okay.
Then TLID's on the gun. They get first pick after all of this. They still need a roamer. They still need a mage.
Alien.
You mentioned the Xavier could definitely be a pickup here.
But now, oh, they go for the Eve. But then the Valentina.
I was made for.
I mean, we saw the matchup just now. Eve just outranges the Valentina.
That's true. That's true. So it depends if they want to like play it very aggressively in the early two or just.
If they're
just play
if they're
that.
local, they could go Faramis
Oh, that's. Oh.
against the glue.
Oh, but
Yeah,
that's
because Marksman's already
yeah.
picked. Mages, like there's definitely
It's
a
just
lot
that
of possibility.
Faramis is not good against the Eve, but still, you know, like,
Just play around it.
yeah, take your pick.
Honestly, that sounds good.
I think so,
Faramis
I
does
think
sound
so.
good. I don't know if we'll see him pick it, but it does sound good. Blue Yi's also still open. Blue Yi's here would be clean.
Yeah, and what else is available for Sao?
Where there is light,
Oh,
there are
so they go.
obstacles.
So
Louis.
what's
Harley, haven't
oh
seen
the
Harley.
OG?
Yeah.
The OG duo.
Do we think it's going
So
to be
this is Kid Bamba.
Arla?
Yeah.
Kid Bamba Arla?
Kid Bamba Arla.
Which fits his playstyle, honestly, because even I think him and Chicken kind of have a similar playstyle,
Yep.
like an aggressive,
that's a-
putting them on someone that can be get into the back line. I think this fits Bamba very much right here.
That's a nice way to put it. Like how aggressively Chicken played.
Yeah.
If they are able to do
M5
that.
flap easy, you know, like players who want to try to make plays for the team and not just be a walking Hylos, you know?
Yeah,
Walking
replicating that
Hylos.
up against this lineup of TLID.
Nobody likes Hylos.
I do.
LaFell does.
I do.
I mean, it's powerful, but it's like,
Yeah, I know. I like it. It's annoying. I get it. I like it.
Oh.
And now it looks like the Khalid has been picked up by TLID. So a pretty aggressive lineup here coming in from TLID. And Team Spirit, honestly, their draft can be a little bit more.
A bit of a trip to get here, but hey, it's Team Spirit. These compositions, utilizing some of these big picks, but also the R-Lot. I love that it's coming into play, and we're going to be jumping into the land of Dawn here. Once again, the Dragons versus the Cavalries, and this is where it all starts to see who moves forward and who's going to be going down to that lower bracket.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a possible RQ versus Liquid rewind of the MPL Indonesia Grand Finals for Season 14, or a possible rematch for Spirit up against RQ Hoshi. And this in itself is already a rematch, Naisu. We saw this matchup in the Swiss stage. It was a best of one, and it was TS who got the dub against Team Liquid ID. Now, if you guys want to get the dub in-game, go ahead and check out the M6 pass that is still available from the 18th of November all the way to a flicker from Bamba. That's 29th of December.
Yeah, he's probably got his pass filled at this point, you know, and right now with the aggression, whoa, another flicker, a whole lot of battle spells.
Great stun from one shot to cancel out what possibly could be a kill angle from Witty. Sao 2 pop and revitalize just in case Witty flickered out.
This is interesting. I mean, nearly in every lane, the health bars are low. You know, the battle spells are popping. They want to fight. They've waited for this matchup now and finally able to break it out too. We get a little glimpse here of the emblems coming into play. Anything standing out here?
Yeah, the Master Assassin for the Bruno. It's interesting to see this. I would definitely think that, you know, he would try to go for a little bit more mid-game or even more defensive. Fabian goes over the Spear of Alpha over to Kid Bamba. He's going to be able to get some resets here. A bit of sustain under that turret. They're hovering over. Is this a possible dive? Witty's rotating too. There's an angle. Bamba's walking up. Fabian shoots the swing on the other side, and the run just flickers out.
Here's one shot. He might be looking for that moment. They know that they committed a lot on that play to Kid Bamba. Of course, with Quicksand Guard, Witty's going to be fine. Heals back up. But now, this is the interesting part. Turtle's up. Kid Bamba.
Just taking a lot of damage. Nice flicker out. Kid Bamba taps into Vengeance. It was a mistap, and now he gets slain. First blood over to Aran. Now with a split, Sunset Lover won't be able to take him down, and TLID will get the first neutral objective of the game.
So unfortunate there that Kid Bamba, you know, ended up getting a little bit out of position with that Vengeance, but that is objective secured for Team Liquid ID. On top of that, a kill. And that going to the hands of Aran is also going to help him, you know, win the matchup against Kid Bamba there in the XP lane. So we'll see how that adjustment goes. Again, a lot was thrown up there to go ahead and take care of him, but you can see this again. Hiko, man, Hiko mania. After everybody got to see that first Savage, of course, for M6. We'll see how he continues to play against another player, Aaron Shiki, who has, I feel like, gotten a lot of eyes towards him so far. Just in the Swiss stages alone, his performance was phenomenal.
Yeah, he got a Savage in M6, Hiko. Really phenomenal performance on the Beatrix, you know. Changing to weapons that we would, well, normal players would never think of swapping into.
Hiko's not normal.
He's not normal. He's Hiko. That's why I got his jersey. I just got to flex that real quick. But yeah, Spirit are just going to take it slow right now. They know that they can actually scale into the mid-game quite well too, and there's really no crazy pressure on them to actually get a snowball. Obviously, it would be great to have, but only the first neutral objective so far. Both of them will still just be waiting for turtle number 2.
Yeah, with this again, it's kind of the, early pickup too. See, Halbert already locked in. Whoa, Sao.
Raging Sandstorm and the real-world manipulation from Yehezkiel. Team Liquid, second kill in the game.
Okay. Again, interesting enough. Diversion going to be used too. Hiko obviously going to be fine. Little usage of the diversion just to see what's going to happen down there. But I think that's the point. You know, he does pick up an early Sea Halbert just because there's so much, obviously, healing that can be done here for Team Liquid ID. Even if they don't have a Revitalize, just the heroes that they brought to this game, you want to be able to go. Hiko.
Great slide tackle from Aaron Shiki. Good usage of the aggression, but Hiko, Detonata. Just kites away, pops in region, and wins out the trade in the end. Aaron's going to have to try to out-sustain him with a Haas Claws. I think that's the only way you win in this matchup against the Granger.
You can see this now, the Turtle's up. Again in mid lane.
Great Sandstorm from Witty. I think that should actually stop TS in their approach towards an each objective. Arando trying to cut off one shot from the fight. That's a glorious pathway already used up by Sawa. Witty is chugging low. The final slash only connecting onto Aran. Fabian with the Spear of Alpha. Now the real world manipulation. Oh, Sunset Lover gets deleted before he can take it. Aran with a flicker forward and the slam. Almost taking him down. That is the split to mount him down. Witty with the sword. Bomba still able to survive right now as Fabian dives in deep. Sawa very low. Gets taken out by the Void Blast of Yehezkiel.
Oh,
that's Nada from Hiko. He tried to go for the snipe, but he's unable to find it.
He went in with a flicker, but he couldn't get the kill.
Wow.
Unfortunate for Team Spirit. A whole lot there just going to the hands of Team Liquid ID. And now down to Battle Spell, he's actually going to be just kind of zoned out from the turret. The information's already there. And Witty will just hold that front line. Turret goes down. Aaron Shiki secures it. So now Team Spirit in a position, you know, just in that last, minute and a half or so, they find themselves now down 3,500 gold. They'll have to go ahead and play around the fact that, yeah, they have a Louis Yeep. They can actually use the diversion to their advantage, but it's been really difficult team fights for them, especially when it's just kind of a situation in the mid lane that was forced by Witty. If he goes in with a Raging Sandstorm, now the top side is where they go. But I don't think they're going to really find anything here from Team Liquid ID, as they're very disciplined on how they decide on what turrets to be able to focus on or just get the objectives. But these little things are really starting to stack up now for Team Liquid ID.
I don't think we expected a shutout like this at the start of this series, man.
Yeah.
For Team Spirit, especially considering they have low Yi, they have so many ways to walk up. This is a 2-level lead from Fabian. This is MPL Indonesia's usurper. It's Flava Fave.
It's Flava Flav at this point. Really just on point. And he's not even the one, you know, just getting all the kills, but he's enough to put pressure, and then the rest of the team is the ones capitalizing on it. And Witty is deep into enemy territory here, just providing the information, as the 4 members of Team Spirit have no choice but really just to clump up actually the entire team at this point. Down in the mid lane now. They look like they want to contest, even down a couple thousand gold. They might still get in position for this, but around enough too. Also holding them. There's diversion. Turtle's already gone though. So at this point, Team Spirit just sends up top and they're like, you know what, let's try to get something because it's not going to be the objectives. Here's Witty once again.
Wants to go in. I think this is just a bit of a zoning conceal from Witty. Doesn't really want to, you know, force anything here. Again, they got the neutral objective. They are on track to get Aaron Shiki to the power spike way quicker than Hiko. I believe. Oh, Bomba! Again, that's a final slash flicker that doesn't land. This is now the 3rd time that, you know, there was a misinput.
There's something, I mean, the R-Lot, when it was locked into the draft, you're thinking, oh no.
Raging Sandstorm, Witty. Witty the Wise on Sunset Lover. The glorious pathway around with a slam pass. Gets stunned up and won't be able to use the split. But they're all going to be caught in the skills, real world manipulation. They're all zoned away. Aaron Shiki is just smashing Bomba, gets the double. One shot, can't even react. Hiko is low. 3 members down. Only traded for Aran, and there's no response.
Oh, yeah, Hezkiel. He's still hunting. Okay, not going to get there in time. Hiko gets out of safety, but talk about just the sandwich play under the turret. I mean, think about it. Real world manipulation, and then, of course, you had the Worldly come out from Aaron Shiki. They have nowhere to go if you're Team Spirit, so it's looking a little dire at this point. Actually, even more so than that. Not in a position to really contest any of the objectives right now. So you still have to start to think, all right, Team Spirit, how do you get yourself back into this game? You already lost so much 8 minutes in, and you're probably not going to be in a position to actually contest the first Lord. So what do you do from this point? And honestly, one shot, you know, he's got to keep doing it. He's got to keep farming. Maybe he pulls some miracles off that we saw even previously where, you know, if you still have the Suyo like Chibi had, he was still able to go in and somehow get the retribution off. That might be able to buy them enough time where then they can scale up. But so far, they're in this position where they're forced to stay together here. Fabian, look how, there's a final slash.
That's a 1v5. Fabian just, he wants all the smoke. Spear of Alpha defensively, and now the rest of the team comes in. Fabian's still alive. One shot takes him down. Kid Bomba taken out by Witty. Yeah, Hezkiel still alive. Somehow one shot dives him deep, and finally finally, One Shot gets a shutdown, but he falls as well. That's a 2 for 2 as Zeron goes for the killing spree. Yeah, his skill has fallen.
Both junglers down, so no committing here on this Lord, but that might have been a little bit of help to Team Spirit on turning this in their favor if they can. Again, Hiko almost landing that Death Sonata, was nearly there, but better to stay alive instead of taking those risks at this point because they need everything they can. He does pick up a Lift Garor now, so he's getting the items that he needs, but they still have some ground to cover. Basically, at this point, they're just back to this reset here, getting space around the Lord. The Team Liquid ID, knowing the advantage they have, they're going to go ahead and start this up. They can just keep that front line trying to zone out. So this is up to Kid Bomba again. You know, he's got Flicker. He's got the Final Slash available. He could be the one to help start this up. Sawo might want to wait for that Revitalize to come up. They're trying to stall this out the best they can. Lord will go and reset back and forth until both teams are ready. But look at the back line. Look where Witty might be going. And he tries to put pressure on the backside, gets spotted out. And they might just be getting in formation to go ahead and secure this Lord. But right now, Hiko taking a couple shots with the Rhapsody, keeping Team Liquid from actually fully starting up the Lord.
This is great from Liquid. They're playing the Lord dance. At least a new version. Oh, Raging Sandstorm from Witty. Catching Sunset Lover's arrow. Chiki goes in deep. Gets caught by the in-air reaction. Now the real world manipulation will lock Sawo down just a bit. One shot. Goes to the arrow. Retribution needs to be on point. Fabian, resets it. One shot caught in the midst of it all. The Spear of Alpha catches three. Sawo dismantled. Hiko, the grid almost fade away. Aaron might be diving in. He's going to go for the lifesteal. Ooh, needs to slide tackle away. The Death Sonata almost caught him. TLID got all the dubs in that skirmish.
The idea was correct. You know, One Shot was waiting on the side, maybe for that opening to go in and take the Lord, but then Team Liquid ID showing their experience and veterancy, we're like, you know what? Let's bait One Shot in, and then they punish and collapse down.
Oh, man.
So at this point, they get the tier 2. Lord making its way to the top side. It's up to Team Spirit to defend. It's only that first one, so they should stay in the game, but they are going to lose a lot of these turrets now outside of the base.
And you can see Aaron Shiki. He can already hit the turrets from outside of the range.
Yeah.
This is the Malefic Gun power spike in the 11-minute yin-yang reaction. Still does plenty of damage, so they still have to respect the damage at least.
Reaction is still damaging. Hiko as well has good damage on the Granger, but right now they got to defend against this. Oh. The shields, whoa, Ezekiel. Oh, the last shot didn't go and clean it up, but they hold on to the base turrets. Shields are down, but Team Spirit buying themselves some more time at this point. All shields exposed, but you can see it. The damage is there, even from Sunset Lover. It could just come down to that one diversion play.
Wait.
Oh, they're actually going to go for it. Uh-oh.
Members in the back.
They're going.
Give it to Ovan. Slide tackle into the Purified Kid Bomba, still going for it. Aaron Shiki kiting away. Hiko left all alone. The glorious pathway can't be taken. 2 members have fallen from Team Spirit. Seems like Liquid ID are the ones running in.
They're going to go for it. Aaron jumping in. Sunset Lover's in trouble.
Raging Sandstorm from Witty the Wise. Sunset Lover is down, so is Sawo. The Cavalry just keep on charging, and Team Spirit's formation cannot hold.
They can't hold. No minions pushing in just yet. They got to wait for that mid lane. Aaron Shiki.
Wow.
We'll just go ahead and work on it slowly but surely. Slides on through, and they'll get the turret off the exchange. Team Spirit, oh, they might be looking for more.
Mama's gonna be caught, but Spear of Alpha and Yehezkiel will just gun them down or drop down that damage from afar. Aaron Shiki is godlike. Hiko tries to go in and win a crown from Fabian. Oh, he's ticking down earlier. Hiko still able to escape with just a little bit of HP, and they will be able to keep some of the turrets alive. But in 12 minutes, it's a 10,000 gold lead for the Cavalry.
Massive, massive lead right now, and it's Team Spirit holding on to their spirit, trying to stay into the game. But it's looking really tough for them to actually turn this one around. Even earlier, that started that whole chain reaction. I'm surprised, you know, Hiko went in with that diversion. They tried to make a play, and even when they had that, I don't think he had the flicker. It was still on cooldown after he was taken out. He just burned it again recently, so interesting how they're going to use that diversion. And I was saying, you know, that might be the move that they have to make. But in that case, that wasn't it. So now they find themselves massively behind. They're going to go it again. Witty.
Okay, they're going to go all in onto Witty, but I don't... Oh, Raging Sandstorm, no way! Witty the Wise to survive a 4-man gank! And that was a very, very costly gamble. Aran Split in the back with the Mount. Aaron Chicky just going to be able to ball him down. Fabian comes to the side as they all get caught by the RWM. Aaron's just going and taking everyone down. It's a double already. Sunset's going to be taken with 3 hits almost. The fadeaway, Sunset gets out.
Here's the Waves pushing in. They're looking to cap out the game.
Mid lane, Fabian goes in with the Spear of Alpha. And that's the nail in the coffin for game number 1.
A decisive victory in game number 1 for the Cavalry. Coming out swinging fast and strong. 14:08 on the clock. A lot here that Team Spirit has to adjust from if they're looking to go game 3.
What happened?
Very tough. I don't know, man. You know, things just weren't in their favor from start. Let's go ahead and throw it over to the panel to break down at game number 1.
Okay, like a lot to talk about, but first we got to jump into our MVP of the game. It's Aaron Shi.
Yeah, has the Purify, win straight damage. Taking a look at some of these highlights. I mean, we're 7 minutes in right here, and Team Liquid ID is already 4,000 ahead.
Yep.
And at this point of the game, it just felt like they were completely in control. I love what you said, Lavelle. They took down Kid Bomba, they take down Sawo, so the main tanks have already had a very rough start. So once Aaron Shiki actually gets involved in these fights, they're just getting, I mean, even the tanks are getting 3-shot.
Yep.
Yeah, I just really think Team Spirit and their lineup, it would have worked if they did not entirely let go of that aggression that they tried to establish in the early stages. I think it would have worked really well if they were able to just force the fights against Team Liquid ID, but they let TL ID breathe and regroup themselves enough to buy time for them to set things up whenever they wanted to. And as we're seeing in the highlights right now, each and every time they just find the target, they just can't take them out every single time. There was just too much pressure here for TLID. And